All right. Hello. We're going live. Welcome, my YouTube friends. I am just going to turn on Instagram. Okay. We'll give everyone a moment here. Got a little interesting setup, so I'm going to get down low a little bit. And we've got Jerry the cat here too. Hello, Jerry. We'll wait a second for Instagram. Good morning. Happy Saturday, everyone. All right. Hello, hello. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Frankie. Hello, everyone. I'm so excited you're here. Yay. Yay, Britt. I love it. Okay. Jerry is also excited that you guys are here. So hello. Hello, Jerry. Today I've got some requests for hamstrings, for hey Liz. So hamstrings, heart openers, a little bit of flying in Ekapada Kundanyasana. Thanks, Ahmed, for that request. And hi, Tira. Hi. Yeah, there's a kitty here. Hey, Cassidy. Cool. All right. Hello. Hey, Sylvia. Awesome. So, hi. Happy Saturday, everyone. This is great. Let's move, let's breathe, let's flow. Let's start in a comfortable seat. So find your seats. You can sit on your shins. You can sit on your bum with your shins crossed like me. And just go ahead and begin to settle. Begin to find your tall spine. Begin to find your breath here. And nothing prescribed here for your breath. I want you to just kind of intuitively connect with the breath that works for you. So just listen to your breath. Notice if it's shallow or deep, just so that we can take note of where we're starting. Without judgment, without expectation here. Just pausing here for a moment as we notice what's going on in and out of the body. As we kind of turn off the stuff that's going on outside, we start to create or cultivate this sense of calm, this sense of peace. And that can be as simple or not as simple as just tuning into the breath and slowing it down and allowing the mind and the body to mirror that slow breath or that wave-like breath. All right, so we've got a couple more rounds of breath. We're going to take a 3-part breath just to get the deep belly breath going on. So the 3 parts are the belly, the diaphragm, and the chest. All right. So the way that it'll start is on our inhales, we'll fill up. We'll take the air down into the belly, then into the diaphragm, then the top of the chest. And then we release the opposite way. So we release the top of the chest, the diaphragm, and then we empty out through that belly. You'll feel a scoop in the lower belly at the end. All right. So Jerry's in it too. We'll begin after the next round of breath. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right, so the 3-part breath. On your inhale, breathe into the belly, fill up through the diaphragm or expand, and then fill up the chest. And on your exhale, empty out the top of the chest, the mid, the diaphragm, and then the belly. Empty out completely. And then again, inhale will fill the belly. Move up to the diaphragm. And then the top of the chest. Grow taller. Keep that length. And then we'll start to exhale. First, the top of the chest. Diaphragm. Belly. Let's take 3 more like that. Inhale, fill up the belly. Diaphragm expands. Top of the chest expands. We grow taller. And then again, chest, diaphragm, belly on your exhale. 2 more like that. Inhale, fill up, belly, diaphragm, chest, and then exhale, chest, diaphragm, belly. One more. Inhale, fill up. Belly first. Diaphragm expands. Chest expands. Slow exhale, first releasing through the chest. Diaphragm, belly, empty out the lungs completely. Take a deep breath in. Reach the arms up and overhead. You can blink open the eyes. Exhale, hands at heart center. All right, inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Let's open through the shoulders here. Exhale, cactus, the elbows open wide. Inhale, arms reach high. And exhale, cactus. One more like that. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, cactus, hold. Extend the arms out wide like a T. Take your right arm underneath the left. You go wrap the arms. Lift the elbows in line with your shoulders. Press the hands an inch away from your face. Take a deep breath in. Hold, breath out. Inhale, reach the arms out wide. We'll take the other side. Take your left arm underneath the right. Eagle wrap the arms just to open up through that upper back. Belly bend the spine. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Unwind those arms. And then switch to cross your shins if you're on your bum, or if you need to switch wherever you are, go ahead. Grab onto opposite elbows here. Lift up through the elbows. Draw the biceps by the ears. Take a deep breath in. Find even more space. And on your exhale, reach up and over to the right. Find a side body stretch on your left side. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale, back through center, and exhale, up and over to the left. Side body stretch on the right. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale, come back through center, and this time take your hands to your low back, interlace. Press the knuckles down, lift through your chest. Breath in. Breath out. Release the bind. Reach your arms forward. Uncross the legs if you're in a seat on your bum. If you're on your shins, roll onto your seat. Keep reaching the arms forward and slowly roll all the way down onto your back. Once you're down into your back, hug your knees into your chest. Draw them out wide and rock a little side to side. Go ahead and find stillness here, and then press the feet up to the ceiling. Reach the fingertips to the ceiling. Lift the shoulders off the mat. Let me turn to the side here. And we'll start to pulse up and down here, finding little crunches to heat up through the lower belly. We will use the core a lot. Once we get to those arm balances, engage the legs. Again, belly button the spine. Keep the shoulder blades lifted and then pulse. Work is in the belly, not the neck. If it is going into the neck, interlace the hands back behind your head. Keep squeezing the legs. Press the feet up to the ceiling. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the shoulders and the head. Bend the knees 90 degrees. Knees start stacking over your hips. And now press the feet forward a couple inches so the knees move past the hips. Engage the glutes, the quads, and the hamstrings. Reach the fingertips forward and lift the shoulder blades off the mat. So knees are past the hips here. Okay, start to pulse up and down. Little pulses. Heating up through that lower belly. If you need more, you take the knees farther. Make sure that the lower back isn't curving up so much here. Keep a neutral spine by hugging the lower belly in. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take your knees back into your chest. Head and shoulders down on the mat. Take the knees out wide. And now take the hands back behind the hamstrings. Knees stay out wide. Begin to rock and roll forward and back the length of your spine. Maybe you sit up and tap the toes, maybe not. All right, and then we're gonna add on here. On your next rock up, with or without the support of the hands, we'll lift into Malasana squat. I know it's early, but take the feet out wide. Heels can be lifted if you need. Hands together at heart. Reach the arms forward, take it down. Rock and roll. You can hold onto the backs of the legs if you need. Massaging out the spine. All right, back to that Malasana squat. With or without the support of the hands. Maybe you fall backwards, that's okay. That is completely normal. Take a deep breath in. Breath out, reach the arms forward, and then rock and roll. Couple more. Next rock up. Malasana. Heels in, toes out, hands to heart. Now lift and lengthen through the spine here. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Take the fingertips to the mat and step your left foot back. Lizard lunge. Hands are on the inside of your left foot. Inhale, dip the hips. Lift the heart. And on your exhale, lengthen through both legs and fold forward on the inside of that right leg. Rebend, dip the hips, lift the heart. Breath in. Exhale, hips lift high, straighten that front leg and fold. One more time like that. Rebend, dip the hips, peel the chest up. And exhale, lift the hips high, lengthen through that front leg and fold. Rebend into the front knee, lower the back knee down, reach your right arm high, and then reach the right arm back behind you. Inhale, reach the right arm high, lower the hand down under the shoulder, shift back. We're in a wider leg half splits. So hips shift back, straighten through your front leg and flex through the right foot. Draw the crown of the head forward. Keep lengthening through the spine. One more deep breath in. Breath out. I think that's Taylor. Good morning, good morning. If you're joining, rebend into that front knee, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, take a big step forward. Malasana squat. Hands to heart, elbows press into the thighs. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lower the fingertips and step your right foot back. Lizard lunge, hands inside of that foot. Inhale, dip the hips, lift your heart. And exhale, lift the hips high, lengthen through that front leg and fold. Rebend, dip the hips, peel the chest forward between the arms. Exhale, hips high, lengthen and fold. One more time like that. Rebend, dip the hips, lift the heart. And exhale, hips high, straighten and fold. Bend into the front knee, lower the back knee down. Right hand under your shoulder, left arm reaches high, breath in. Exhale, reach it back, gaze back behind you. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, lower it down, shift back, half splits. Lengthen through that left leg. Flex through the foot, toes are spread wide, crown of the head reaches forward, lengthen through your spine. Breath in, breath out. Rebend into the front knee, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and then take a big step forward. Malasana squat, hands to heart, elbows press the thighs. All right, scoot back a little bit, press into your heels. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. And exhale, back down into your squat. Inhale, rise all the way to stand. And exhale, back down into that squat. One more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, this time, come back into your squat. Lower the hands, parallel the feet, and find a forward fold. Walk the feet about hips-width distance apart, or take two fists in between your feet, and that's where you want the feet to line up here. Bend the knees a lot, and allow the torso to drape over the thighs. So I've got some hamstring injuries here. I encourage all of you to bend the knees, scoop the lower belly, and if you have any hamstring stuff going on, really nurse it, really baby it. Bent knees for any straight leg actions here, especially folds. Drop the crown of the head, let it get heavy. Take another deep breath in. And breath out on your inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank pose, and hold your plank. Heels press back, crown of the head reaches forward here. Take a deep breath in. Press the floor away, breath out. So actively root down to the hands, firm those outer arms in, press the heels back, engage the glutes. Inhale, rock forward on your toes. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, rock it forward. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, rock it forward. And on your exhale, 1 inch at a time, lower to the belly. So a little bend in the elbows, a little bend, and then lower it down. Tops of your feet, press, uncurl those toes, and then lift up, baby cobra. Breath in, breath out. Hands by your low ribs, tuck the toes, walk them in so much the knees lift, and then try to press the floor away. One long line plank pose, you can always keep the knees down. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, 1 inch at a time, lower to your belly. So it's a little bend. Keep the chest open here, little bend, and lower it down. Uncurl the toes. Inhale, baby cobra, lift and lengthen through the spine, open through the chest. Breath in. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, walk them in. Inhale, rise plank. Press the floor away. We've got one more like that. Outer arms wrap in. Legs are engaged. Inhale, rock forward. And then 1 inch at a time, lower it down. A little lower, and then to your belly. Uncurl the toes, tops of the feet press. Baby cobra, peel the chest up. Breath in. And breath out. Lower the chest and the forehead down. Tuck the toes, walk them in. Rise plank or all fours. And then downward facing dog. Take it up and back. Deep breath in. Press the floor away on the breath out. Let the head get heavy. Press the chest and the thighs back. Smooth out those inhales and exhales. Come back to those deep belly breaths. And again, let the mind mirror the breath. So you'll notice as we pick up the pace and do more movements, more transitions, and pick up the heart rate, the breath might become more shallow. So the work here is to tune into that breath, to deepen it before we even begin those movements, and use that to lead the movements. If the breath becomes choppy and shallow, maybe you slow down those movements a little, yeah? Deep breath in. Breath out. On your inhale, lift your right leg high, and on your exhale, open the hips, stack and bend. Inhale, re-extend the leg level off the hips. And on your exhale, squeeze knee to right tricep, take it high. Lift it even higher like fire hydrants, squeeze in with the glutes, breath in. And on your exhale, lower the foot outside of that hand. Inhale, dip the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, lift the hips, lengthen and fold. Rebend, dip the hips, peel the chest up. And exhale, lift the hips high, fold. Rebend into that front knee. This time, heel to the foot to the midline of the mat. Spin your back heel down like you're setting up for warrior two. Bring your right hand to the inside of the foot, maybe on a block or books. And we'll open up extended side angle from the ground up. So press into the feet. Drop the pelvis low. Hug the lower belly. Take the top arm up and overhead. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, warrior two. Press into the feet as you rise. Reach long fingertip to fingertip. Now drop lower in your seat and squeeze the feet together. Light up those inner thighs. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale, reverse, up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Reach forward. Light on that right elbow. Inhale, reverse, up and back. Exhale, reach forward, extended. One more. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended option, a half bind around the low back with that left arm. Lengthen through that right side body and lean the heart back. Deep breath in. Breath out. Lower the hands to frame the front foot. Shift your weight forward. Square off those hips and lift that left leg, standing splits. Folding over that right leg, engage the quad, bend the knee if you need to. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, open the hips, stack, and bend through that left leg. Inhale, re-extend the leg, level off the hips. And on your exhale, roll it open to stack and bend the knee like scorpion dog here. Inhale, re-extend, level off the hips. So drop that left hip down. And exhale, open, stack, and bend. Keep the openness of the hips. Fingertips tented or hands planted. Begin to squeeze your left knee out wide like a fire hydrant. And then take it back. Squeeze the knee out wide toward that left tricep. Take it back. One more. Squeeze it out wide and hold here. Notice the right quad. Keep engaging it. Keep pressing the floor away with that right foot. And then sweep it up and back. 3 standing splits. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, deep bend in those knees. Lift the chest, lift the arms. Exhale, grab onto opposite elbows and sink even deeper. Peel the chest up, hug the lower belly in. Breath in. Exhale, hover the chest. Fly the arms back. Inhale, reach your arms forward here. And on your exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breath in. Hands plant, step back, plank. Hold your plank, wrap the outer arms in. Rock forward in the toes. On your exhale, lower half or all the way. Inhale, back bend of choice. Cobra, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Press the floor away. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Reconnect with that breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. On your inhale, take your left leg up and back. Open the hips, stack and bend. Inhale to re-extend. Level off the hips. And on your exhale, squeeze your left knee to your left tricep. Take it high. Engage through the glutes. And step outside your left hand. Hands on the inside of the foot. Inhale, dip the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, lengthen through that front leg and fold. Rebend, dip the hips, lift the heart. And exhale, lengthen and fold. One more like that. Rebend, dip the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Bend into your left knee, heel toe it to the midline of the mat and spin your back heel down, lining up front heel to back arch like warrior two. Left hand to the inside of the foot. Squeeze that outer left hip in or glute in, and then take your top arm up and overhead, extended side angle, from the ground up. Try to even out the weight in both feet, so you might need to shift more weight to the outer edge of that back foot. Long both sides of the body. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale, warrior two, and we pause. Deep bend in the front knee. Press the top of the right thigh back. Hug the lower belly in, drop the seat lower. Arms out wide. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse. On your exhale, back to extended. This time, elbow on top of the thigh, top arm up and overhead. Inhale, reverse, up and back. Exhale, extended, reach forward. We've got one more like that. Inhale, reverse. Keep the seat low. Keep the bend in the front knee. Exhale, extended. Elbow to inner thigh. Right arm reaches up and overhead or half bind around the low back. Reaching for that left hip crease. Squeeze the legs together and drop the seat lower. Hug the lower belly and get long through both sides of your body. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lower the hands down, frame the front foot. Shift your weight forward. Find your way to standing splits. All right? So it might look different on either side. You might have a leg lifted high. It might be more like an L shape. A little bend in that left knee if you need that support for your hamstring. Engage to that lifted leg. Deep breath in. Breath out. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, open the hips to stack, and then bend your right knee like scorpion dog. Inhale, re-extend the leg, level off the hips, drop the right hip down, and exhale, open, stack, and bend. Inhale, re-extend, level. Exhale, open, stack, bend, and hold. Hands under your shoulders. Begin to squeeze that knee out wide toward the right tricep, like a little fire hydrant pose. Take it back behind you, open hip. Exhale, squeeze it toward that right tricep. Strong standing leg. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, squeeze it out wide. Inhale, extend it back, standing splits. And exhale, forward fold. Let the head get heavy. Grab on opposite elbows if you'd like. Gently shake the head no and nod a yes. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length through the spine. And on your exhale, fold deeper. Bend the knees, chair. Drop your seat low. Lift the chest. Lift the arms. Breath in. Exhale. Grab onto opposite elbows. Make sure you take the goofy bind. So whatever you haven't done before. Deep breath in. Peel the chest up. And on your exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, plank. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, vinyasa. Your breath, your flow. We'll meet in down dog, however you'd like to get there. Holding that downward facing dog shape. Deep breath in. On your exhale, press the floor away. Press it away with the hands, press it away with the feet. Let the head get heavy. One more deep breath in. And deep breath out. Smooth out that breath. On your inhale, lift your heels high. And on your exhale, bend the knees and walk the feet as wide as your mat. Squatted dog, press your chest back. Find that deep bend. Take a deep breath in. Gaze us forward, step or hop. Malasana squat. Hands to heart. Take a deep breath in. Let's do that again. Hands plant. We'll lift your seat. Find a little lift in the heels and then hop it back. Squatted dog. Get a little bouncy, get a little playful. Maybe you find a little hang time upside down. So squatted dog, breath in. Exhale, gaze forward, hop forward. Malasana squat. Hands to heart. Hands down. Lift the heels. Find a little hop back. Really ground down into your hands. Deep breath in. Exhale. Gaze forward. End of your exhale. Hop. Malasana squat. Woo, let's do one more time just for safe measure. Hands plant. Lift the heels. Take a hop back. Squatted dog. Deep breath in. Exhale. End of your exhale. Hop forward. Malasana squat. Ooh, feeling a little warm. Feeling a little fire. Hello, hello. Hi, Paul. How we doing, everyone? Hopefully feeling good. Hopefully breathing a lot this morning. I know I am. I'm breathing pretty hard this morning. All right. Begin to take your right hand long on the inside of the leg. Reach your left arm high. Deep breath in. Stay your half bind around your low back. Maybe full bind around that right shin. Reaching for the left fingertips. Even out the weight in both feet. Lift and lengthen the spine and lean the heart back. Breath in. Breath out. Release that bind, arms high. Exhale, hands to heart. Other side, left arm long, right arm reaches high. Breath in. Stay your half bind around the low back. Stay your full bind around your left shin, reaching for the right fingertips. Now lift and lengthen through the spine, lean the chest back. Hug the lower belly in, deep breath in. Breath out. Begin to take those arms back together, release that bind. Hands plant, step your left foot back. One round, inhale, lizard lunge, dip the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Re-bend into that front knee, heel toe to the midline of the mat, back heel spins down. Extended side angle from the ground up, so hand on the inside of the leg or elbow to the inner thigh. Left arm reaches overhead or half bind around the low back. If you're ready and want more, full bind around your right leg. Once you have that bind, lift and lengthen the spine and then lean your chest back. Have to use glute and core strength to find that length and that openness through that front body. Deep breath in. Breath out. Release the bind. Reach up with that left hand, warrior two. Straighten through the front leg. Pull the hips back. Reach the chest forward. Triangle pose. Quads are engaged. Root down to the feet. Arms out wide like a T. Right hand to the shin, a block in the mat. Left arm reaches high. Grow longer through both sides of the body. Deep breath in. Breath out. Rebend into your front knee. Inhale, reverse. Take it up and back. Exhale. Extended side angle one more time. Half bind or full bind if you want it. Press your chest back. Breath in. Breath out. Lower the hands to frame the front foot. Square off the hips. Shift forward. Standing splits. Deep breath in. On your exhale, open to the hips, stack and bend. Hold here. Or take your right hand to the top of your left foot for the bind. Squeeze the heel into your seat. Try to point the knee up to the ceiling. Let the head get heavy. Breath in. Breath out. Release the bind, but keep the leg as is. Lower your right hand down. Now squeeze your left knee high onto your right tricep. Breath in. Breath out. Extend it long, standing splits. Vinyasa of choice. Maybe you plant the hands, find a little hop with that right foot rooting down, okay? Left leg lifts. Maybe you take it into your flow. Vinyasa of choice. Downward facing dog. Find your downward facing dog. And then squatted dog, bend the knees deeply, press your chest back. Breath in. Breath out, gaze forward, hop forward. Malasana squat. Hands to heart. All right, take a deep breath in. Breath out, lower the hands down, and step your right foot back, lizard. One round, inhale, dip the hips, lift your heart. Exhale, lengthen and fold. Rebend into that front knee. Heel toe the foot into the midline. Back heel spins down. Extended side angle from the ground up. So root down to the feet. Take your left elbow to the inner thigh or arm on the inside of the leg. If you want more, half bind. Top arm around the low back. Or maybe you full bind around that left leg. If you have the full bind, notice the chest wants to pitch forward. Squeeze in with that left glute. Lean the heart back. Keep lengthening through the left side body. Strong through that back quad. Breath in. Maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Breath out. Release the bind. Warrior two, rise. Round down through those feet. Lift and lengthen through the spine. Now straighten the front leg. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. You might shorten the stance. Pull those hips back. Reach the chest forward. Take your left hand down under the shoulder. Right arm reaches high. Okay? So reach long fingertip to fingertip. Squeeze in with those legs. Gently rotate the chest open to the ceiling. Maybe the gaze lifts. Breath in. Breath out. Warrior two. On your next inhale, reverse up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. Right away, half bind or full bind if you want it. Lift and lengthen here. Through that upper body and lean the heart back. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Lower the hands to frame the front foot. Square out those hips. Shift the weight forward. Standing splits. Lift that right leg the height of your hip. And now begin to open the hips, stack and bend. Stay. Or take your left hand this time to the top of the right foot for the bind. Squeeze the heel into your seat. Point the knee up to the ceiling. And fold over that left leg. Breath in. Breath out. Release the bind. Keep the leg as is. Left hand down. Right knee. Take it out wide like fire hydrant. Squeezing it to the outer arm. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Extend it back. standing splits, and then plant your hands, maybe lift onto the ball mount of that left foot, step back, float back, vinyasa of choice. All right. Make your way to downward facing dog, and then take the knees down, toes together, find your way to child's pose. In this child's pose, you can bring the palms together to touch, forehead down on the mat, and then bend the elbows, taking the thumbs to the back of the neck, and then one arm at a time or one elbow at a time, we'll walk forward. Breathe. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale to melt the heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. One more deep breath in. And breath out. Releasing the bind, reach the arms forward here. Let's make our way up to tabletop all fours. On your inhale, root down through that left hand. Right arm reaches high, breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Reaching that right arm underneath that left shoulder. Come down to the right side of the head. Come up onto your left fingertips. Option to stay here. Option to begin to tuck your left toes and extend the leg back behind you. Maybe you stay, maybe you float the left leg. Another option is to reach the left leg out wide to the left and then lower the foot down so you can take your right peace fingers to wrap around the big toe for a bind here. Pull the hips back, roll open through your chest, take a deep breath in. Breath out, release the bind, slowly take that leg back and lower the knee down. Press into that left hand. Inhale, right arm reaches high and exhale, close it down. Inhale, left arm reaches high, second side. Exhale, thread the needle, take it through. Lower to the shoulder, the side of the head. Come up onto those right fingertips. Tuck the right toes and extend the leg long. Either stay or float the leg the height of your hip, or turn the toes out, reach the leg out wide, and lower the foot so the peace fingers, the left peace fingers, can wrap around the big toe. Now, more weight in the shoulder than the head, of course. Hug the lower belly in. Pull the hips slightly back. Engage to the quads here. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Release the bind. Take your right leg back and lower the knee next to the left. Root down through the right hand. Inhale, lift your left arm high. Exhale, lower it down. Walk the hands forward. Downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Lift your hips up and back. And pause in your downward facing dog. Take about 3 breaths. All right. How we doing? Hi, Jamie. Hello, hello. Okay, awesome, you guys. Hi, Liza. Good to have you. All right, everyone. So we are moving into the final bits of flow here, taking what we've done, adding on, and then playing with a little arm balancing. So just know that the peak flow is coming at you. Stay with me. Keep breathing. Do what you need to. From our downward facing dog, inhale. Lift your right leg. Right leg is up and back. And then open the hips, stack and bend. Stay here or slow and controlled. Begin to step the foot behind you, coming into a wild thing. Lift the hips. Open the chest. Reach the right arm forward. Lower your right hand down. 3-legged dog. Take your right leg up and back. Exhale, squeeze knee into chest. Squeeze knee to your right tricep. Step it through. 1 round. Inhale, dip the hips, lift the heart. And exhale, hips high, straighten and fold. Rebend into your front knee. This time, step that back foot forward. Come into your Malasana squat. All right? Take your left arm long and your right arm high. Wrap your left arm around your left shin and your right hand comes back behind you. And maybe you bind at that left hip crease. Walk the right foot in, okay? Bring it underneath your hip. Shift more weight to your right foot and begin to walk those left toes. And we have the bind around the shin and we squeeze and we rise to stand strong and straight through that right leg, okay? Another deep breath in. Breath out. Begin to come out the way you came in. All right. Nice work, everyone. Bring the hands back to heart center. Lower it down. Step your left foot back. Walk your right foot to the midline. Extended side angle, right hand on the inside of the leg. Left arm reaches high. Inhale, lift up to your warrior 2. Hold for that exhale. Inhale, reverse your triangle. Take it up and back. And exhale, triangle pose. Pull the hips back, reach the chest forward, arms out wide like a T. Inhale, lift back up, warrior two, bend. And exhale, reach forward, extended side angle. Option a half bind or full bind. Another option here is to lengthen through your front leg for a bound triangle. So press into the big toe ball mat, pull the heart forward as you draw the hips back, and then rotate open with your chest. Or keep the bend. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, take the hands down, turn that left hip down, standing splits. Lift that left leg high, breath in. On your exhale, open the hips, stack and bend. Squeeze that knee high toward your left tricep, okay? Squeeze in with that right glute and right quad. Inhale, take it back behind you, standing splits, and this time take a big step back. We'll meet in high crescent lunge. First time that we're here in class. Scissor those inner thighs. Drop the seat low. Pull the chest high. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, interlace the hands at your low back. Press back through the knuckles, back and down, and lift the heart. Stay here, or hover the chest over the thigh, or drop the heart on the inside of that right foot. You might need to heel toe the right foot to the right. Maybe you spin the back heel down like warrior one, and take a humble warrior. Deep breath in. Breath out. Begin to take your hands to your low back. Release them, hands to the inside of your right foot. Back heel spins up if it's down. We're back in our lizard lunge. Hands down under your shoulders. Maybe you drop your forearms down. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Begin to lower your back knee down. Walk the hands back underneath you and shift it back for that wider leg half splits. Breathe into the belly of the hamstring. Breathe length into your spine. Deep breath in. Breath out. Begin to walk the hands forward, and we'll go through two variations of how to get into Ekapada Kundinyasana. I don't know if it's 2 or 3, and it's the flying splits variation, so not the twist variation. Begin to tuck your back toes and lift your back knee. Right hand to your right calf. Tuck the shoulder underneath the calf. Walk your hands underneath, or your shoulders underneath the thigh, not the calf. All right, so shoulder underneath that right thigh. Hands plant shoulder width distance apart. I like to walk them back just a little bit more. Press into your hands and try to straighten through the arms and puff up through the upper back like we do in crow. And then walk your toes forward here. Walk them a little bit out wide. Begin to bend the elbows, shift your weight forward, and maybe you float the back toes. Try not to drop the face down to the mat. Keep pressing the hands down into the floor so you can find a little lift to your chest. Okay? So that's round one, or option one. Second option is you'll step back to your downward facing dog. Like we did with our fire hydrant, we'll lift the right leg high. We'll take the knee out wide, and now shift your weight forward. Make contact with that tricep. Maybe the knee stays bent. Maybe you kick it out wide, and you can float forward. That one from down dog has a little bit more momentum, okay? Don't want you to use all momentum, but it does give you a little bit more space to kind of float into it. It might give you a little bit more space to then face plant on the mat, which is totally normal, totally natural. Okay, from your flying splits, let's go into it one more time, and you have the option to jump back into your vinyasa. So make your way to flying splits. If you want to wait to see what happens here, take a peek up here. So we're in our flying splits, grounding down to the hands. We'll shoot the right leg back, land in our chaturanga, and then press into back bend, and then back to downward facing dog. Whew, and then catch your breath, slow it down. Let the head get heavy. Lower into child's pose if you need. We've got 2 more breaths. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. All right, inhale, take your left leg up and back. Exhale, open the hips, stack and bend. And then slowly step the foot back behind you for your wild thing. Or stay in 3-legged dog. Left hand down, right arm reaches, or left arm. I don't know arms and legs. Left leg reaches high. And then take your knee to your left tricep. Step outside the hand. All right, one round. Inhale, dip the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, hips high, straighten and fold. Rebend that front knee. Take a big step forward to your Malasana squat, hands to heart. Right arm reaches out wide, left arm high. Half bind around the low back with the left arm and then full bind around your right shin. Begin to walk your left foot in toward the midline here. So it's underneath the hip. From there, press down into the foot, lift up onto the ball mound of your right foot, and slowly rise to stand with your bind. Squeezing in with the glutes, hugging the lower belly in, and lifting to stand. All right, when you're ready, you'll come out the way you came in. Take your time. Play around up there if you'd like. And hands back together at heart center. Hands down to the mat. Step your left foot back. Step your right foot back, it's your right foot back, your left foot forward, heel toe the foot to the midline, and rise up. Warrior 2. Come forward, extended side angle. The last side is just trickier, huh? Extended side angle, stay here, or half bind or full bind. Pull the chest forward, press down to the outer edge of the back foot. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale, lift up to your warrior 2. Strong legs and core. Hold. Straighten your front leg. Reverse your triangle. And exhale, triangle pose. Pull the hips back. Reach the chest forward, arms out wide like a T. On your next inhale, warrior 2. And exhale, extended side angle right away. You can half bind or full bind. If you like the bound triangle on the right side, go ahead. Straighten through that left leg. It's not really accessible for me on this side, but you'll straighten the left leg, press into the big toe ball mound, pull the hips back, chest forward, with or without that bind. Take a deep breath in. Breath out. Rebend into that front knee. Lower the hands to frame the front foot. Square off those hips, and we'll rise standing splits. Right leg lifts high. Try to lift at the inseam of that leg. Begin to open the hip, stack and bend, and then squeeze that knee high toward the right tricep. Finding that little fire hydrant pose. Inhale, take it back behind you. And on your exhale, take a big step back, high crescent lunge. Scissoring those inner thighs. Arms reach up and overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to your low back. Interlace. Knuckles press down. Lift the chest. Stay here, opening the heart. Or maybe lean it forward, work on that glute strength. Or humble warrior, walk that left foot to the left. Spin the back heel down if you need. And drop the heart down on the inside of that left leg. Try not to let that left hip just sweep out wide for a minute. Let the head get heavy. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Press the knuckles away. Breath out. Take your hands down to the inside of the left foot. Heel toed out wide, back heel spins up. All right, hands down under the shoulders. Maybe the forearms lower down. Allow the pelvis to just melt down to the mat, but keep the length of your spine. If the left knee is turning out, turn the left toes out. Take another deep breath in. Lower the back knee down, walk the hands back under your shoulders, and then walk the hands back for that half split variation. Pulling the hips back, reaching the chest forward. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Rebend into that front knee. Find your lizard lunge. All right, again, 2 ways to get into our flying splits. The first round is from an active lizard lunge. So tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Left hand to left calf, tuck the shoulder under the thigh. Plant the hands shoulder width distance apart. You might have to lift that left heel to find that space. And then I like to straighten through the arms and puff up through the upper back. That helps me lift my left heel and find that core engagement. And then I walk my left toes forward, begin to lengthen the legs. Now, bend the elbows like chaturanga and float the back leg. And maybe you have to bend that left knee if you've got really tight hamstrings, yeah? Okay. I keep looking up expecting people to nod or give me thumbs up. And that's just not what we're in right now. Okay, from your downward facing dog. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, squeeze left knee out wide and in toward that tricep. Okay, make contact with the tricep and then begin to bend, trying to let the chest cave in and float that back leg up. All right? Feel like Liz. Oh, thank you, Liz. Liz is nodding and thumbs upping. I'm just going to assume that everyone else is doing the same, and I love it. Okay, so play with that flying splits. If you're playing with it into your vinyasa, you come into it, okay? So knee to left tricep, Get low with those elbows, stay low and kick that left leg back. Peel the chest up and we'll meet in down dog or child's pose. Let's actually all come down to child's pose and get a little break. Ooh. All right, everyone. So from our child's pose, smooth out the breath, slow it down. Take one more deep breath in and breath out. Begin to lift back up to all fours. Step your right foot back and then your left plank. And then 1 inch at a time, lower to your belly. Once you're there, bring your arms out wide like a T. Bring your left cheek to the mat. Bend your right elbow. Roll onto your left hip. And then bend through your right knee and step it behind you. Allow the head to soften. Walk your right hand closer to your face. Press into the hand and open the chest. Breath in. And breath out. If you have the space in your low back, you can bend that bottom leg as well, that left leg, and plant the foot on the mat. But if there's any pinching, you're pulling in the low back, definitely take a layer off. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Gently unwind. Walk your right arm out wide. Right cheek to the mat. Left elbow bends. Turn onto your right hip. Bend through that knee and step it behind you. Press into, what is this? Your left hand. Hug the lower belly in. Maybe you bend through that right knee and plant the foot on the mat. Maybe you don't. Listen to your body. Listen to your low back. Sometimes I don't listen to my low back very much, and it will tell you when you're not listening, right? Take another deep breath in. Breath out. Lengthen the legs long. Lower the hips and the chest down. Plant your hands by your low ribs. We'll press up to tabletop all fours and then just shift to one side. Come onto your seats. Feet plant onto the mat. Hands plant back behind you. So walk the feet in so that when you lift up, we're lifting up into reverse tabletop, the knees will stack over the ankles and you might have to adjust. Fingertips face in toward the front of the mat. Press down to the hands and the feet and begin to lift your hips for reverse tabletop. Squeeze them with the glutes. Gaze forward up, or if it's okay with the neck, you can gaze back behind you. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Lift it up with the head. Lower the seat down. Okay? Let's lift up one more time, just about halfway. Take your right knee into your chest, lift the right foot and cross the ankle over the thigh, and now drop the seat. Turn the fingertips to face back now and walk them in so that you can lift and lengthen through the spine. Seated figure four. If this is not comfortable or doesn't feel good in your body, you can lower onto your back for supine figure four, or if you want double pigeon, walk your left foot to the right, stack your right ankle over your left knee, and stack your right knee over your left ankle. You can always bring a block or a pillow in between the knee and the ankle if they're really far apart and it doesn't feel like very good. Not that this should feel good, shouldn't feel bad either though. That's all I'll say. Pause and breathe. If you need, come back to that 3-part breath. If you are simply just trying to slow down, I want you to lengthen your exhales longer than your inhales by like a count or 2 or 3. And just take your time here, allowing those hips to slowly open. We spend a lot of time tightening them. We need to spend a lot of time opening them. And let the mind start to really slow down after a more vigorous practice. Another deep breath in. Breath out. Slowly begin to unwind. If you are on your back and want to stay there, you can. Uncross the legs. Give them a little shake. Knees windshield wiper side to side. And then set up, if you're in a seat like you would, reverse tabletop, just lift the seat a little bit. Take your left knee to your chest. Cross the ankle over the thigh. And lower down onto your seat. Turn the fingertips to face back. Walk them forward, forward, forward. Lift and lengthen through your spine. Soften the gaze or close down the eyes here. First, you should make sure that you're in the right space, right spot for you. So if this is too much, lower onto your back. If you want a different variation, ankle, left ankle over right knee, left knee over right ankle, double pigeon. Place where I want to live all the time. Close down the eyes wherever you are and just smooth out the breath. Extend those exhales longer than your inhales if you need more slowing down. Keep coming back to those exhales. Keep coming back to this idea that this practice is a practice of letting go. Letting go of the things that we can't control. Letting go of any expectations that we put on ourselves or judgments. And that letting go can be as simple as an exhale. Continue to breathe. Got about 3 more breaths here. And I should say, as we open up the hips here, we're not just opening up the hips, but we're also making some space for the low back. So remember or learn about how your different body parts affect each other. They're all kind of connected here, especially in the pelvis region. Hips and low back and core all working together to support the upper and lower body. Begin to unwind. We'll meet on our backs. Take your time getting there. Once you're there, windshield wiper knees side to side. Bring your arms out wide like a T. Bring your knees back through center. Press into your feet. Bump the hips over to the right a couple inches. So lift them, take them to the right, lower them. Take your knees into your chest, and the knees fall left as the upper body revolves right. You can bring your left hand on top of your right thigh for a little added support here. Just allow the chest to melt down, shoulders relax. If it's okay in the neck, the head can turn right. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. Breath in, fill up. Breath out, empty out. Inhale, take the knees back through center. Lift the seat, take the pelvis to the left. This time, knees to chest. Allow the legs to shift right as the upper body, the chest, revolves left. Gravity is taking over here, so no need to force anything to happen. You can gently rest your right hand on your left thigh. Left shoulder melts. And if it's okay in your neck, the head will turn left. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Bring the knees back through center. Take your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Wrapping these arms around your shins. Lift the chest and the forehead to meet the knees. And then lower the shoulders back down. Take the knees out wide here. So right hand to right knee, left hand to left knee. Stay here. Or stack your ankles over your knees for happy baby pose. Peace fingers wrap around the big toes or hands to the inner or outer edges of your feet. Soften the shoulders. Press your feet into the hands press down into the feet. Allow the low back to release. You can rock side to side. You can keep one knee bent as you straighten the other. You can straighten both. Take your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Again, lift the chest and the forehead to meet the knees. Exhale, breath out fully. And on your inhale, find your final resting pose. Maybe it's flat on your back, legs long, arms down by your sides, or one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Maybe you roll up or shift to one side and make your way into a comfortable seat for a seated meditation. Wherever you want to end, it's up to you. It can be a restorative posture. It can be a seated posture. Find that place. Close down through the eyes. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth. Let go of any effort in your breath. Let go of any effort in your body, especially if you're flat on your back. Let go of any effort in your mind. The mind's attention gently rests on that natural breath we're coming back to. It does not need to go into the day just yet. Let it be right here. Let yourself be. Let yourself rest. Shavasana. You are welcome to stay right where you are. If you're ready to move on into your day, slowly deepen out the breath. Keep coming back to those exhales. Keep coming back to that letting go. Feel that clarity and that space we cultivated in this practice in the body, but mostly in the mind. And that's what we're here for. Bring some movement to your fingers and your toes. Reach the arms overhead. And eventually make your way to a comfortable seat. Hands come together at heart center when you're there. Once you arrive, sit even taller here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Fill the chest, fill the belly. And as you exhale, empty out and bow the head to meet the fingertips. Sealing in this work, this practice, this energy we cultivated, sealing in all the energy from those around us from afar. Thank you all for stepping on your mat with us this morning. Namaste. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Bianca, Liz, Jamie, Tira, Liza, Ahmed, thank you. Oh, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. Kitty says bye too. Jerry says bye wherever she is. I don't know. I will see all of you soon, hopefully. I really, really appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thanks, Frankie. Brittany, I think I already said, Bianca, Paul, Sylvia. I'll see everyone soon.